change cam button
All
on
right.
this car. Absolutely horrible.
So we are live here with the Time Attack series, only a couple minutes out until the clock starts. It is a 60-minute period. Again, if there's anyone that needs to teleport, you can teleport areas for now. We're going to be teleporting the competitors. There's currently 2 cars. The only people that are going to be in this are going to be the people that make cars. So, about 2 minutes out now. A lot of cars you can see over there. Most of those are Aris's. Aris might also be bringing her airplane, hopefully without damage physics. There's 3 RL cars. One of those is Beige 20s. The other one is the Cheetah. And then East 951 is Camry. One more minute left on the clock. We'll be watching it closely. Again, there's the Outlaw Modified and the Mustang. That's GearM FS2's Mustang, although GearM is not around. He's probably, actually might be asleep. So we're watching the times. We're just a few moments from getting off to start off the time attack. So prepare yourselves. We're watching the clock. Moments away. All right, green flag. Time attack has started. There is a production car. That is the Mustang being operated by Shuffle currently, representing GearM FS2 with an Deception in it. So there's also in a Nissan Cheetah. Running for another IRO class lap here. Let me turn out the volume.
This car takes the hairpin absolutely beautifully.
Shuffle down the back straight into the chicane. You run it through for the first lap. So the first lap of time attack is underway. That was the out lap, and he'll hit the wall in the first turn, so this one's going to be a bit of a, nothing short of a throwaway. So again, sector 1, a bit of a throwaway for Shuffle, clipping the wall in turn 1. As there's Aris cruising up the hill. Pushing her car as fast as you can in 18.419. And there is APK running the Outlaw mod, making his way through the carousel. This is a car that is running as, I believe it is it might be a limited mats. It's not the, no, it's not a limited. It's a limited light car there. So it is, one of the fastest cars you're going to see for the next 30 minutes. Of course, once the 30 minutes time crosses, that's when we're going to let all the big guns join. Now, Beige has joined the game, so we're going to teleport him to his car. Now, first time's a 42.267, of the sector 1's very fast. Teleporting Beige. Jake is making his way onto the track with the Grand Touring class car. So there is a few classes, and we'll explain what they are. We're going to watch from Shuffle. Lower the volume a bit so you can understand what's going on here. So the slowest class, or at least would probably be slowest, would be either between production or RO class. Obviously, we don't exactly have very expensive cars here. We're all young teenagers and young adults. So the RO class is basically to run the car like you would have it in real life. A production car, it's just like this Mustang, is a car that's based off like a stock car in real life. So that's an IRL car. That's Eris in a Cheetah that she used to have years back. Her family sold it because they needed the money. However, that's still the count. Now APK is running the top class allow for the next 30 minutes. And we'll get into what that is. But for now, there's APK, or there's a shuffle with the production car. The next category will be divided by lap time. So anything above this is a modified car that can break, or that cannot break 50 seconds. Those are Grand Touring cars. Grand Touring cars are cars like, well, actually, I don't believe that is a Porsche on track. So we're gonna actually throw these flags out of the way for now. Read myself so you can see the camera. That Porsche out on the track is being driven by Mr. Monaco. That is the class that's up ahead. The Grand Touring is like modified road cars. Supercars are cars that cannot break 45 seconds. Super production cars are cars like these. Basically GT1 cars, or low-level formula. Basically the fastest cars you can find normally in the road. However, once you go above that, you get into the real-time attack cars, which is, in a lot of spheres, it's a class for cars that were trying to enter limited mats but couldn't quite fit the spec. That is what this thing here is it's not limited mats, it's a limited light car, the Outlaw mod, which so far is setting at 35.814. Now that this Sector 1 was really fast for him, but it's not going to be fast enough to do anything significant. So, super limited cannot break 30 seconds, or generally when they're being graded, they cannot break 30 seconds. We have exceptions if they do just about break it by a little. It's fine. Limited mats is where we do have a basic rule system where the power to weight ratio must be 1:1 per foot-pounds torque. Class above that is unlimited, which is where you take the rulebook, you burn it, and you say fuck it, we ball. That is for the overall records, pretty much. We'll be seeing the limited mats and the unlimiteds coming in the last 30 minutes of this time attack. So let's look at some of the cars that are out there on the track. Mr. Monaco bringing his Porsche out. I believe that is a super production, but we're going to check to see how it's listed. Actually, Eris, your car is a Fiat Panda for super production, or the Formula Netta. I made that mistake, that's on me. You were setting low 40s with it, so. Your other car is about the same pace as this, though. Which is I believe the Dripmobile. So there is the Porsche making the way up the hill for super production of 45.582. So Mr. Monaco just on the limits of where super production can lie. There's APK Master 1. A little bit of trouble there through the chicane. Again, words cannot describe how hard the cars get. The faster you make them, genuinely the more difficult they become to drive. The slower cars tend to be easier, although we will see. And there's, I think Garrus has switched out to a production car. So the car that Shuffle's operating currently. Now Eris's best time was a 1:12.881. We're going to write that down for Cheetah. So once you upgrade times, you're going to really want to kind of stick with it. We're gonna try to just stick with the net's fastest car, because can't really undo fast times. So here's this here's how Cheetah set a 1 minute 12. 1 minute 12.881. That's a time she's happy with. And it's probably going to stay that way. There's flip. Oh yeah, I believe this Porsche is set grav, so a bit of a normal circumstance. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the Porsche you can see is set grav, so it has a significant disadvantage to the other production car. Being driven by Shuffle. Now there's T7 Jake on a Grand Touring spec IS350 Super GT car. His current best is a 54.064, driving the Lexus IS350. So in a lot of ways, the time attack event, now we only do it twice a year, but it kind of serves in many ways as a CC style event. It's very lax, as long as you don't as long as you don't have your cars way over detailed to the point where it lags the game, it's gonna be fine. Now Mr. Monaco goes off the track and we'll get back to recovering. APK with a personal best in the last lap though. 35.600. We saw faster lap times in testing, but that's so far as the fastest officially. Now down the back straight into the chicane we go. We exit it. And it's not going to score for him. Awesome. Any green laps? Arisnetta on a green lap here, making her way through the final turn. The Brav Comp does not like those curbs whatsoever. And that is an invalid lap there at some point, a 118.679. Now, I don't know if Eris is able to go any faster. She might have by the way, it looks, Eris looks like she might have spun out. Now Shuffle is setting 55.624 as the benchmark so far for his Mustang, the fastest production. Meanwhile, APK, a purple Sector 3, but again, you can just tell this car is incredibly hard to drive, but as he winds the laps down, he'll get better and better as he starts to get attuned to how the car performs. Eris making her way with two green sectors, heading into the chicane. She's going to do some sliding, but she'll get back going. You can see the red brake disc on her car. Now making her way down the final turn. Stays clear of cuts. She'll improve to a 106.547 in her Porsche 911. That's going to be shy of Shuffle's production car of 55.624. APK on a heater of a lap here. Unfortunately, Sector 2 is invalid. I think Eris might be heading back, but we'll see if that's how things are going to be for her. Now, Beige is yet to have driven his Mini Cooper on the track yet. That's it. He's just out there chilling. So, yeah, Eris is probably heading over to other things. So, we're going to watch... Let's see, T7 Jake here on a green Sector 2, driving the Super GT Lexus. Again, that green Sector 2 making the way to the final turn onto the front stretch, but however, that first sector was just not it. Lost a couple seconds somewhere. Alright, we're going to update Eris's production time. So Eris's lap time being updated for the Porsche 911. She switched off to the Tommy Kyra K car. However, to get a broken wing on that thing, because it does have damage that might have cost her some time. So Mr. Monaco has set, I believe, a personal best in his super production car. 44.499 in that Porsche GT1 car. And we're about 15 minutes until we send off all of the big guns. And we'll let them know with a ping when it's time for the big guys to get out there. As between Guillaume FS2's Project Aegis, if Evan Varney comes up in time, you can see the car the APK's been driving just blowing by, but he's going to hit the barrier and probably get a cut while he's at it.
Does Guillermo have more cars, or is this it?
He has a 4GT looking car, and then the Project Aegis, which looks like a self-driving car. But it's not. It's like an RC car looking thing, I guess, but big.
And I can drive those as well, right?
Since Guillermo is not here, sure. You can fill in for him.
Yeah.
Are you gonna switch over now?
I'm gonna come in, yeah.
Alright, I'll update your time then. Yeah, if you guys are gonna drive cars, please start out with your slower ones so I can update them. So
Okay, what's
55.6
the
of
next
4.
lowest one?
The one that looks like a 4GT.
Oh, nice. That looks like a proper car.
It's a whole lot harder to drive, by the way.
It has no sound. Fuck.
Yeah. You do that, or just keep on grinding down to get a faster time in the production car?
Nah, I'm gonna drive this.
Okay.
Okay, it's a pain to drive.
As I said, I think it has tire warming. So Eris's car, she pulls it in. It does improve to a 102.837 with her Tommy Kyra car, which is qualified as a Grand Touring car. So she's pulling it in, so we're going to count that as it is. She has a couple of them to choose from. She wants to stay in one. So 102.837.
Lights need to must here.
So Eris is driving the Mercedes Super GT car. It hopes to go faster. Yeah. Yeah, beige. Everyone is cleared out into the track except for the top cars. You're driving an IRL car, which is open to the whole time. There's the little Mini Cooper making their way up the hill. I have a much less cool version of this thing. So we'll watch them as they get onto their out lap to try to beat Eris's time. Meanwhile, Mr. Monaco knocking another lap down in the GT1 Porsche, 44.237. We saw that last time out, he was having a lot of trouble getting that Porsche to... he was having a lot of trouble getting the Porsche to just set laps in general. He had a bad internet issue, and it was really costing him. Meanwhile, APK, a very fast lap getting cooked here. Let's watch. So he makes his way out of the chicane. Only a couple more turns. Now the final turn, APK is going to not improve. That would have been another faster lap. Unfortunately for him, just falls a little short. And Beige is going to start his first lap. we are going to watch what Arisneta gets done here in the Grand Touring Mercedes at 52.652. That's good enough for her to pull it in.
One of you keep. I'm gonna be genius.
So we'll put a little slide there so you guys can see what's going on. So 52.652.
Why the fuck did I press controls?
That should be adjusted. I don't know how to display this scene in I was able to crop it. Yeah. I was thinking of trying to do something, but Air's now taking the GT57 out into the track. And Shuffle's gonna spin out, I think, on the chicane, makes his way into the exit. I do not believe he's gone any quicker, but we're gonna check to see real quickly. No. So he's just been running it through. I know it's really hard, but I found it was faster. APK cooking another lap. You can hear his car screaming on through the hairpin. So folks, highly recommend if you're gonna watch this thing, you should probably watch it in person. Or at least, well, from your screen. And there's Arisneta pulling it in. Does she go any faster that lap? Yes, she does. To 47.861. And is she going for anything else? We got about 9 minutes left until we send all the big guns off. There's APK. He set another fast lap, 35.283. It's almost, I believe, on the scale of the time attack cars from the first time he ran it. I might actually have gone for the record there with a lap time like that. It just comes to show that even though this car is ridiculously fast already, it just gets crazier and crazier. Of course, we've turned it down a little bit of a notch this time running, but we're nothing short of impressive. But Aris is out on track with a Honda HSV. I don't actually think this thing is any faster than the GT57 one is going to be, because I did test it earlier, but I didn't realize it's possible to get a lap time like that out of it. Meanwhile, there is a lap there by Beige 20, 108.257, which actually does set him himself ahead of Arisneta for the overall real-life time. What I've not seen here is Z951. I was hoping maybe to see him turn laps in the Camry, but it looks like that little Mini Cooper might be the one to keep the record. So again, about 7.5 minutes on the clock. As Aris does have an improved Sector 1. Drifts through the... oh my god. A nice drift through the hairpin. Now down through the back straight. Now through the chicane. There's Mike on Route 2 go faster than I was expecting. Through the final turn, Aerostat is going to go faster, a 47.119. That is going to be your best time in the Grand Touring machine. So 47.119. East 951, in fact, is here. Aerostat takes the Dripmobile out into the racetrack. We're going to teleport East 951 into his Camry. And it looks like Shuffle's really not able to get much out of this, although really, well, we're about 5 minutes out from the top cars. Meanwhile, Mr. Monaco grinding down potentially a faster lap. We'll see him exiting through the carousel. Now as he's making his way down through the hairpin onto the exit. That's a pretty good looking sector 2 as well. Now through the final turn down the front stretch, and it's not going to be anywhere improving. It's only a 10th off of his best though. Meanwhile, Ayers is taking the Dripmobile out into the racetrack. She did change the setup since I last graded it, so I could be incorrect about my prior grading, but we'll see. Could also be a matter of skill. East 951 is on the track. You can see the Toyota Camry on the racetrack. We'll be turning the music down so you can hear what's going on a little better. Alright. That is East 951's Toyota Camry. I actually have a great story about being in that Camry. So at the Long Beach Grand Prix, there's an AFK Mr. Monaco. He's flying back to his car that's stuck there. So he drove Jake over to the Long Beach Grand Prix last time that I went there, and we met up there. And well, they offered me a ride back home. This guy was blasting fucking music like crazy. That was a fun experience. That was fun. I forgot what we were doing. I think it was fucking fog. This guy. But the more notable incident, the moment I got into the car, East pulled his phone out, took out his airsoft gun, and shot me 2 times square in the chest. I had those welts for the rest of the weekend. That was on Friday night. So, there's some memories from that car he's out on track with.
American Simulator getting shot.
107.045 for East 951, the fastest time in the IRO class, only a second better than Beige. That might be a temptation for Beige to get back out on track to beat it. And if you say, he will do.
Oh, shit, is it?
And Eris, is that an improved lap time? 1 second. No, it's not. So 107.045 for East 951. We'll get him back in a second. We're just updating the times. So we're also, as we say, so we were 2 minutes out. Beige just beaten his last time, so we'll watch him very carefully. But yep, I'm gonna make the ping again that we are just a couple minutes away from that's little round of cars. Now everything else will be allowed to stay on track, but so there's the ping there. About 1 minute on the clock. As here comes Beige down through the chicane. There's Netta with a 42.105. Green sector 1. And we are again really close to allowing the top cars to get onto track. So Shuffle, if you want to, you could head into the next lap and maybe drive Guillermo's car, give it a shot. Harris making her way through. This is not going to be a foul lap for her. It was a very fast lap. 42.105 is her current best. IPK has just been sitting there in the pits. Now Eastern 5-1's back, so we're going to teleport him back. But on the clock, 14 seconds. Now no cars are in the staging, so it'll probably be a few minutes until anything comes down here. Harris is on a pretty good looking lap. Let's see about that sector 2. This might be the lap she pulls it in to pull out her car. And Shuffle's improved himself too. So we'll write that down as well. So neither Eris nor Shuffle have set foul laps. Shuffle's going to stay out. Eris is going in for time for best car. Or is she? Oh, Eastern 5-1's car is broken. You're allowed to try to fix it. It was Fitz. Yes, but it's a different it. The banana. The plane? I don't have the plane here. I didn't have it. But if you want, you can spawn and just remove the block. It's an unrated time, so it doesn't matter what the time is. Let me write down your time while we're here. So Eris was in the Fiat Panda. And they set a 42.105. Talk to Nico. Try to get it in. Eris now taking out her Formula Netta. And East is back out on track, so his car's working again. So that's good to see. And again, a reminder that if you fix your car, you can continue going, but if your car breaks, like probably only a couple laps for Eris here, that'll be it. Now, so far, again, APK is the top car on the board, but it is time for the Unlimiteds and the Limited Mats cars to get out on track. That's a fast sector 1 for Eris. Shuffle. Wait, I need to write your time down. Did you get permission from Evan to drive that? No. That is Evan's car. But... Oh god. Careful with that car, there's an invisible wall. Please, like that is the guy that's trying to go for the human record. That is... Alright. I didn't write Eris's last time. .40.5. 53.804. But Eris is a 40.565. So 53.804 for shuffle. It's the white one. But I'll help you in a second. Looks like a self-driving car. Yep.
What the fuck? He ascended from heaven.
So 53.804. We're just marking down the lap times. 53.804. Where was that one? Right there. Alright. I think I got all the times I need to write for now. That people are still on the grind. There's a couple of updates I need to make. But the unlimited cars are clear out to the track. Eris is going for a plain lap. No. So, Giram, take this car. Meanwhile, Evan and Varney back out on the track. We're going to reset ourselves so we can watch what he's doing. So the big gun's out on the facility. There's Eris trying to get laps in. Hasn't marked down the sectors. We'll watch Evan Varney out on the racetrack. Remember, he's the guy that set the record just previously. His first lap has now started. And this scene, oh my man, this scene's almost as fast as the actual car. 4.671, Sector 1. Evan Varney down the hill, 10.807. Now through the chicane. He's going to lose a little time hitting the curb. Loses time on the sausage curb. But I think this is going to be the fastest one so far. 27.088, fastest time of the session. But we'll be seeing faster ones. This one's not going to score for anything. We're going to watch Shuffle now is out on track. Again, if you could still race any other class. It's just that you're going to have to deal with these cars that are much faster. And Eris is going for, well, she got a 36.977. Gonna micromanage that. 4.633, purple sector 1, Evan Varney hops over the sausage curves now through the carousel. That could have been a cut there. He's got to nail this hairpin right, and he does it. But it's an invalid sector 2. And Shuffle runs into some issue. So yeah, you're good with that car. And it looks like most of everyone is cleared out here, so it's going to hit the wall. And Evan Varney's made some sort of crash or something. And he switched his mind. Actually, I can do this. Again, mind you, the lap record is in the museum. It's like, I believe it's a 20.355, but correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to move over to there for just a second. As Evan Varney is going to cross over. Makes his way through the track. 20.736 is the human record. Here's Evan Varney out on the track with the goal to beat that time. He's going to spin out again through the carousel. Shuffle's yet to have moved. There's Netta at 36.977, but back to Evan Varney. Sector 2, 19.056. So we're not in range yet. Another shot for Evan Varney. Oh, it was a purple sector 1, but spins off the sausage curbs. And he's going to get himself stuck. You can fly yourself if you get stuck. And Evan Varney, remember, he forgot downforce, remarks about it. So he's already theorizing how he could make his car even faster than it already is. But he's too late. He's going to have to wait all the way until the next Patriot Grand Prix to do anything about it. Makes his way up the hill. These 20 minutes can determine whether or not the record can get broken. Now Shuffle is yet to have moved. East is done. Alright. 104.563. Alright. Again, another spin for Evan Varney, but here's Shuffle on the track with the machine that Guillermo just made. He's probably asleep at the time. So that's probably why he's not out. It's a limited mats car here. So we're going to take a screenshot of Eris's time. We're going to watch Evan. It's an invalid lap still. So 36.977. So there's still a couple of cars out on the track. G7 Jake back out. Invasion is in his car. You can hear Eris. Evan Varney is going to spin out through the carousel. Shuffle, meanwhile, so you have to get a valid lap in. This is a very hard car to drive. Oh! This shows that these cars are on the braking limits of robots physics. What the hell was that crash? The once you pass the slower cars, it gets insane. Now Beige is back out on track with hopes of trying to beat the record. You can see the comparison between that Mini Cooper and Evan Varney's car. So we are down to the last 18 minutes with an attempt to beat that the record that Nico set. Again, like 20.7. There's Netta back out on track. 23.113 for Evan Varney. He's closing in. We're going to have another look. I think it was 20.736. So, another shot for Evan Varney out of the final turn, but this one's not going to be valid. Flips it, gets back going though. Shuffle moves second on the board, 30.671. This car is very unstable, as you can see. Here's going to wall ride it. And flips over. Yeah, so APK's back out on track. And he will set another faster lap, 34.266. He's doing pretty darn good for himself. Another invalid lap here for Evan Varney. And no current sign of Nico. Now there is some lag in the server as there's a lot of cars out on track. We're gonna figure out through the rubber banding. And there's T7 Jake and the Outlaw mod. Again, as I said, that's why the Outlaw mod is not in the unlimited cars. You can see the speed difference. He's gonna catch up to him like he's standing still. Despite how fast you saw he was going, here he comes already, and there's Evan Varney already by. We're quite literally the limit of human processing. Mind you, Evan Varney's a hell of a wheelman, racing in real life. So he doesn't know what he's doing. It's just that this car is so fast that it's just faster than you can even physically process. He's gonna back up, get a run up. So we're in the last 15 minutes. Evan Varney crossing the line again, makes his way up the hill for another shot. It's a purple sector 1, but he's going to go all over the track. Now through the carousel. It's really a matter of just getting through, and he's going to scrub the hairpin wall. So very slow sector 2. Those curbs are his enemy. Arisnetta is stopped on the exit. So her wheel is broken, so she's going to have to fix it. And again, you got the rest of the session to try to fix it if you can. But it looks like Garris has suffered some damage that could potentially hinder some of her efforts. However, she's really good at resetting her wheels, so I'm sure that she'll get back in time. Evan Varney, meanwhile, making his way through to set an even faster time, 22.175. But he's still 2 seconds off the record. Really close, though. Again, his intention is to make this thing self-driving with some extra upgrades. Evan Varney goes faster, 22.091. He's going to smack the wall. Shuffle going to pass by. He's got 28.702, second fastest time so far. And actually might be improving upon Guillermo's last runs. So, one thing to notice that the wheel of Eris's car... Oh, that fixed it. I think. It did. The ARCO1 is back in action. So it's ready to set more laps. Evan Varney now making his way down the hill with 13 laps to go. Does a wheelie. He's going to cut through to carry speed in turn 1. Shoots a way through. Sector 1 now complete for Evan Varney. Now making his way through the carousel. But he's going to clip. Track loans is the ultimate test for a car due to how unbelievably difficult of a track it is. Now Beige is going to get back going. Evan Varney, again, another issue for himself. Sorry. Eris is going to go up the wall, climb up it. Current goal. Speed 8k, but it looks like she's had some issues on the handling department. Her car, you can see she's gone for even more extreme modifications. The car is like an X-Wing. Because now it even looks like parts of the body that are not even just directly flaps trying to move. But guess who's also there? It is the man himself, Nico Owens, out to beat his record. He has joined the server. Evan Varney's close, but he's not quite there yet. Nico's record for now is safe. But it could change at a moment's notice. Evan Varney just needs to connect the corners the right way, and all hell will break loose. And Varney spinning out once again, but he will get back going. Another shot at it. A reminder that Nico's car, he's claiming he'll be entering. He hasn't said anything about what he's bringing. If he is bringing anything, he's not even. He's just out the grandstand watching right now. If he does bring anything, they say he'll be entering something unlimited. So we'll see. Evan Varney down to knock down another lap, but he's going to smack the wall on turn 1. So again, just another bye lap for him. Now, Beige has improved himself upon his last lap. However, he's got a couple seconds to make up if he wants a shot to beat East 951. Question is if something like that is possible at this time. Evan Varney making his way up through Faux Rouge. But it's an invalid Sector 1. Now we are closing into the last 10 minutes of the session. Evan's gonna stop for a second, gets back going. Cutting again. And he's gonna drive back as he crashed off of turn 1. Wants to get back, another good run. So here we are, folks, the last 10 minutes of the time attack. Time is ticking, and we are running out of it very quickly. With every passing moment. And Evan Varney's going to hit the wall off of turn 1. Once again, he drives it back. Snaps around, gets back going again. Snaps it back around, he'll go back again. Alright, well this time he's gotten things connected well for himself now. Nicholas is rejoined. Oh, we got a purple Sector 2, but I think Evan Varney's made a crash. That could have been record worthy, unfortunately a little short there on that Sector 2. Another shot making his way up the hill. It's not going to count again. That being said, the clock is ticking. Nicholas's record is for now safe. However, he might become his own worst enemy. He says he's asking to bring his own car. So I'm scared. I don't know what he's done. I don't know if he's bringing back the IBIS TA95 again with more mods, or if he is gonna bring in something new. We'll see. Evan Varney makes his way out of the final turn, but he's going to cut through. Another invalid lap time. He's trying to figure things out, but it's just getting more and more difficult. And Eris is disconnected. I don't know if she's done or what it is, but she's currently not on the track. Evan Varney remarking about his downforce issue. Into turn 1, now down through and up the hill. He's going to get a cut. We are down with the last 7.5 minutes. Maybe Case on a pretty quick lap. It's not going to stay that way though. Hits the wall. Let's see. Invalid for Evan Varney this lap. Again, another one biting the dust, but shuffle with a green Sector 1 now making his way through the carousel and out of it. Down through the hairpin. Oh, overcooked the brakes though. That might have been a cut. That was a fantastic looking lap. Makes his way out of the final turn. Shuffle does improve 27.151. And Varney's going to drive back, snaps it, continues back to get another run in. And Varney going up the hill. Might have been a cut. A purple sector won, but it will not matter. He's lost everything he's worked for. Now I'm going to clear out Eris's car. I'm going to move it out of the way. I'm not going to delete it. I'm just going to move it out of the way. Now there's something Nico has. It's the Ibis. I got himself almost into trouble. We are going to remove, we're going to move Eris's car out of the way. However, watch Evan Varney. Here he goes. This could be it. Final turn. Not it. Alright. We're in the last 5 minutes. Nico's here too. Alright, I'm going to teleport Eris back. Alright. Evan Varney's starting to realize the consequences of having extra wheels. This car's a lot wider. This car has invisible wheels for extra grip. Oh, Nico! Trouble for Nico, but he gets back going. Oh, but there is some trouble for Shuffle. Shuffle can fly himself out. He is allowed to. Shuffle, you are allowed to fly yourself out. Yeah. Watching Evan Varney. In the last few minutes of this time attack event. Okay. Now, no lap record has been slain. However, we got two big and fast cars on track. Nicolas making its way into the chicane, out of the chicane. Some good lap cooking here. On the final turn, he will go top of the board, but is short of his record still. 21.228 for Nicolas. This is an unlimited car. There's no regulation to it. He's just flat out trying to get the record. A surprise entry from Nico. And there is the two fastest cars today. Both of them on track. And both of them very noticeable crimson red. Last 3.5 minutes. Time ticking, 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 and we are closing in on the very end of it. And for now, Nico's record seems to be safe, but all it takes, some luck at the very end of it. Evan Varney and Nico are both going to hit the wall hard. Nico goes over it. He's going to have to fix his car. So is Eris. Eris in trouble. She'll get back going. Let me see if I can even get a picture of the time attack car. Alright. So 2.5 minutes left here. We're going to do it by board, so if you cross before the timer's done, then you got an extra lap, but if the timer's out, then that's it. So let's just remind ourselves that. We got 2 minutes left here. Nico Allen's connecting some good lap here. I don't know if it's going to be record worthy. No, it's not. 2 minutes left. Air's just gone. No, she's not. Might have been for her lap, though. Is there any glimmering hope of anything getting broken? Nothing from Nico. How about from Evan Varney? Here's his shot. Makes his way up the hill. Now through the carousel, but he's going to hit the wall. Again, just got to connect that chain of laps and do it right. Now that was record worthy for Nico, 20.325. However, not a valid lap, so it's not going to be scored. However, it just shows that he's got what it takes to beat the record. We have 1 minute left on the clock, guys. 1 minute left. I'm going to spin myself 500. We'll check the board for any intense times. If anyone could get it on the final lap, well, that'll be something historical. So we're going to put it up. 30 seconds left on the clock. That's enough space for maybe a lap. Nico making his way up a hill. 20 seconds left. Evan Varney, this is your last lap. Let's see if anyone else is going to be lucked out. We're watching the boards. Is there enough time for... Yes, there is another lap for the Lexus. However, the checkers are out for everyone else. And Harris is going to spin out on the final turn. There's shuffle and invalid lap. Now we are 1 hour away from the... we're an hour away here, folks, from Super Indy. We'll start practice in just a few moments, but we're going to see how Nico's doing. So he stopped his car. That means his record is kept another time. Thank you guys for turning out to this event, folks. We're going to talk to the current and continuing to hold said record holder. However, there's one more car to cross. That is T7 Jake on his last lap to improve. I don't think there's really much to do. Crossing the start-finish line, he'll finish off in style. Nice job, Jake. Alright, if we get our... guys want to line up on the front stretch, get your photos. You guys can get a photo. All of you guys, if you guys want, it's fine. Just want Nico up the most. That is an awesome time attack event. So, is Nico in the VC? Yes, he is. So, Nico, didn't have to do much, but you still keep your record for another 8 months. Or actually, yeah, 8 months.
Yeah, man.
It's quite a bit of time. So, how's the car today, and how are you feeling? It looks like you did almost beat it, but it was an invalid lap, so it doesn't score.
Annoyed, honestly. The car, I've done nothing to the car, period, since last time, and the car was... It felt like it was much bumpier, and it did not want to stay on the road this time. Something was happening, just, I don't know what, but, just couldn't get it to stay stable enough to complete a valid lap. I did get one decent lap in, but I can shave a good probably 3 seconds off the time if I got a good lap in.
For sure, man. You think you got any, anything you want to change on your car coming to the next time we run out in Patriot Grand Prix? It's quite a bit of time.
Probably want to just raise the suspension a bit. The car loves to kind of dig itself into the ground.
Alright, I'm gonna get a photo for this time attack here if you guys want to stand by your car. One second. We're not gonna have any uproar. Yeah. Alright. Oh, there's Beige. Let me update the times now since we're here. I didn't get Beige's time finalized. So I'm gonna put these times up, I'll put them up. But thank you there, Nico. 107.743. I'll get a photo in a second. Oh, 7.743. Okay. And Jake's time was 52.029, or 092, 091, 52.091. Can we not set laps, guys? It's kind of part of the deal. I don't know who that was, but alright, let me try again to get the photo. So, stick drift. I see, I see. Alright. It's gonna be one for the history books right here. So no records broken today, however, that just shows how fast things are up. Hey, can we stop setting laps? That was fucking violent. Evan, could you actually bring that car up back there so we could get a photo of Theris' car? Thanks. I'll get this photo, I'll continue to update the times. That'll work. Alright, checking the rest of the time, I'm going to update these, and then we'll get right into the Super Indy practice. Again, that one is 500 to win, for those that want to do it. It's going to be 60 laps, so it's going to be about the same distance as the RFTC race, so they'll go by a lot faster. The car's set 43s, low 40s. Yeah. So let me write down the times. 27.15 down. 151. It's a nerdy part. Alright, I'm going to wrap the stream up here, but I will continue to write down the times. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back in a bit for the Super Indies, and then the Touge Development F1 will close off the event in about 3 hours.